In this video, I'm going to show you how to do fancy text. For example, if you would like text to wrap around a curved section, or if you'd like to individually edit letters of text, this is going to help you with those things. So let's say that this cute snake, or attempt at a snake, I really wanted to write along the bottom of this, to Mom Loves Sarah. If I use the curve that exists, it's going to go all the way around here. I only want it along the bottom, so I'm actually going to put in an invisible curve. So if you recall, the laser is going to see three colors. The laser will see, four colors. So we'll see red, we'll see green, and then cyan would be a light etched line, and blue would be a deep etched line. So I'm going to make this new line that I'm going to make right now white, which will be ignored by the laser. I'm going to grab the arc tool, and let's see what kind of arc I want to use. Let's say start, center, and end. That looks like a useful arc. Start, center, and end. I'm going to turn on my snaps, and I'm going to make sure that it can find the center of a circle, which it looks like that's selected. All right, so I'm good with that. Oops, I didn't turn them on. Turn them on, so it should turn blue. That means that my snaps are on. All right, so it's still on the arc tool. It says specify the starting point. How about we start over here? And then it says specify the arc center point. And I'll just take the center of the circle. And then it says specify the end point. And I can choose anywhere along here. And because my snaps are turned back on, it wants me to choose here. I actually don't want that, so I'm going to turn off my snaps and have it end just somewhere along this line over here. And I think that something like that would probably do the trick. All right, that is my, oh shoot, I did upside down. The white area up there is the arc that I just created. Okay, here's one of the tricks in AutoCAD. If you make an error, the same thing goes for Inventor. It's often going to be easier just to undo and redo than to try to repair what you've done. All right, so I'm looking at this and I'm thinking there must have been an order to how I was supposed to click these things, that I should have clicked here first, then center, and then here. But in going the other way, it thought I wanted the arc to go up here. All right, so I'm just going to hit U on my keyboard to undo. And it undid that. All right, so I'm going to go back to arc, do the same deal. Start point is going to be, let's say over here. Center is going to be, let's turn on the snap. Center is going to be center of this circle. Go find it. Sometimes you need to hit the actual circle for it to find the center of that circle. And then the last point will be here. All right, so you see that white line? Now it's on the right side. All right, so there's my arc. Now I'm going to throw in some text. For some reason, adding this text is hidden in a funny place. Instead of being on the annotation section of the regular home tool, or even the annotate ribbon here, there is nowhere on this annotate ribbon where you're going to be able to add text to a curved line like this. You actually need to go into this express tools. I don't know where that comes from, but that's just how it's set up. Okay, so go into your express tools ribbon, go to arc aligned, and then in arc aligned, it says select an arc for your text. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I'm choosing that white arc there. So that's that hidden arc that the laser won't see, that I can even leave there. And then it says to put in your text, and my text is going to be to Mom space from Sarah. And that's just how original I feel today. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw that in and see what all these defaults are going to give me, and then I'm going to kind of go back and redo it based on what I'm seeing as a glaring not going to work so well. Okay, so here's all the defaults that I have. The text height right now is supposed to be 0.425. The offset from arc is 0.325, and then we have some things selected up here in terms of how it's going to be laid out. The actual font is supposed to be text. Let's see what this does. So to Mom from Sarah, hit OK. That is definitely not what I wanted, but it gives me a good idea of where I'm starting from and how I can then modify things to go the way that I then want them to. All right. Personally, I don't find this tool super intuitive, but it's pretty trial and error friendly. So you just play around with some stuff and you can figure it out pretty quickly. All right, so I'm going to U to undo and U to undo. All right, so I need to do that twice because I did a little pan there, and so one of the undos was on the pan. So arc aligned, let's try this again. We're going to go here. We're going to go to Mom from Sarah. I'm going to get sloppy with this so it doesn't take me forever, but you guys will want to be really beautiful with it. Okay, so I want it on the concave side, and I want it to face inward from the center. I think that's correct. This is where I don't feel like it's super intuitive, but that's okay, because if it's wrong, I'll just do the other one. Text height, let's say 0.2, oops, 0.2, and offset from arc, we probably need that to be about 0.1. And we'll leave the rest as it is, and we'll hit OK and see what that looks like. All right, we're getting a little bit closer. We need to make this font a little bit smaller, but we have things laid out correctly. So U to undo, U to undo, align text, choose this situation here, to Mom from Sarah. Getting even sloppier here. All right, so it's kept me my settings from last time. So the text height, instead of 0.2, let's go right down to 0.1, 0.1, and I think everything else should be the same. Let's actually try a nicer font, because this is going to be an extremely important gift for my mother. Let's go up here. No, where's like Arial or something? Extremely fancy. Hit OK. Wow, that is beautiful. Okay, so let's say I'm all happy with that. One of the problems is I put it in as white font, and white font, as you know, is going to be ignored by the laser. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to go into my home ribbon, go to the layers here, and change it to the green medium. If you're not so excited about doing layers, you could also just go to this drop down here where you can change colors and change it to dark blue or green or cyan. You can make it dark blue there. Well, why didn't it change to dark blue? Let's make it dark blue. There we go.